interesting story. Satori was an idea that came out of the Wally boats that were being made in Europe in the late 90s, and I asked them if they'd build me one of these at 50 foot because I didn't want anything bigger, and I decided that really this is the boat I wanted. But when I found out they wouldn't build it for me, I asked John McConaghy of McConaghy Boats if he would do that, and together we built this boat. It's got lots of quite extraordinary features that makes it so easy to handle. I can actually sail this boat on my own, and the reason is that the whole boat is equipped with a hydraulic system which controls the jib and the main and the bang and the windlass and the winches. We've got what are called magic trims underneath the floorboards, which basically are big hydraulic cylinders that pull the jibs on and the main on and off as necessary. So the boat's got lots of really interesting features, in many ways better than it was when we launched it, because it took me a few years to sort it out. There were a few systems that we didn't quite get right. When I went to John McConaghy, I had a list, and there's certain things that I really wanted to have. I wanted to have the magic trim system, which I've seen on the Wally boats. I wanted to have an anchor that comes in and out of the bow all by itself. You don't really have to touch it. I wanted to have a lifting keel because I felt that it would give you a lot more flexibility in the sort of anchorages that you look for. So this is 3 metres down and 2 metres up, so you've got a metre of clearance. There's a water maker on the boat. There's 300 litres of storage on fuel and 300 litres of storage of water. All the insides, as they were built, we haven't actually tickled them up at all. I mean, these are the original floors. They're raw teak and they've just lasted so beautifully. They come up, they're on balsa, they're very light. So the only thing the boat needs is probably a new deck, and I'm happy to talk to a potential owner to either do it for them or they can do it themselves, and the price will be adjusted accordingly. So we've got a beautiful rear cabin with an ensuite, very large ensuite. We've got another ensuite on the front cabin, and then this area here you can turn into another double bed. You can sleep 6 people and 7 on this bunk if you want. It's got a great stove. That's a beautiful Italian stove, 4-burner. The fridge is it's a bespoke fridge that's been made for that location. Freezers, we've got a freezer and fridge. There's lots of little things on this boat that make it quite special. You can see all of the this ventilation, all of the cupboards are ventilated so that everything's aired out. Well, the name Satori comes from a Zen Buddhism concept. What I had in mind when we designed the boat is to put a dodger up that would actually keep the wind off your guests, and there's a dodger garage you might see in some of the photos, so the frame lives in the garage and the dodger itself can be put on or taken off depending on what mode you want to sail the boat. So I've got another boat coming, so this is on the market, and it's going to be sad to sell it because it's such a beautiful boat and it's given us so many years of good service, and the kids have grown up on it, and Michelle and I have taken it to Hamo, we've taken it to Pittwater numerous times, we've raced it in twilights, we've raced it in Wednesday races, we've raced it at Hamilton Island on the Premier Cruising, and we've had a lot of fun. But really at the end of the day, even though she's a performance boat, her best mode is just cruising and just anchoring and just enjoying the boat.